Hi everybody, it's Matthew Abulafia here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about something that everybody finds it very difficult to do, that is exercise. Why is that? We all hear on the news how important it is and read in the papers how important it is. What makes it so hard? Well, there's one big factor, one big hurdle in making it difficult, and that is our fear of failure. Nobody wants to feel that they're going to fail at something. Everybody wants to feel like a success. And so many of these exercise programs are rather daunting, in fact. We see them on TV, these people who are working very aggressively and energetically, and within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they look like muscle men or women who have these fabulous figures. Reality is, that doesn't happen. These are engineered to impress you and make you buy their product. What the result is that people buy those products, they start doing those exercises. I don't mean to badmouth them, but my job is to help you understand our psychology, the human psychology, and how we function or operate and what can get us to do things that are going to be best for us. So when we start doing those very intense workouts, it's hard. And most of the time, people find it too hard, and they don't get the results they hope to see, like they've been shown on TV, so they give up. They're discouraged. They feel like they failed at something, and nobody wants to fail at anything. So what do we need to do? We need to flip things on their head. We need to make exercise something that's very palatable and enjoyable, and is going to make you feel good about yourself. So, how can we not fail? Well, first of all, exercise can come in lots of different shapes and forms. Everybody thinks you have to go to the gym and run 6-minute miles for 45 minutes to be exercise. No, that's not the case. That could be as simple as going for a walk every day. And if you're to do that every day consistently for half an hour, a nice brisk walk, guaranteed at the end of that walk you're going to say, oh, I feel better. And that walk is going to make you feel better for hours. In fact, 10 minutes of aerobic exercise can affect a person's mood for 4 hours. 10 minutes. So exercise can come in lots of fashions. Walking upstairs, walk, it could be lifting light weights, etc., but it's doing something that is not going to make you feel like you're going to fail at it. That's the important part. If you are going to use a treadmill, you don't have to run at an extremely hard level. You can run at a mild level. In fact, moderate exercise is proven in a lot of recent research to be more helpful in the long term in terms of life expectancy than intense exercise. Intense exercise actually can damage the heart. People aren't aware of that. Our society is so geared towards competition that we think that if you're only highly competitive, that's the way to go. But the reality is moderation, balance is really the thing here. So, if you go to the gym, you're going to use a treadmill, run at a moderate rate. Depending on your age, you have to figure out what that is and your conditioning level, etc. But you want to do something that's comfortable. And if you can, more extended length of time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, is overall better at a moderate level for your overall conditioning. But, as I was saying a moment ago, even 10 minutes of exercise can change a person's mood. And I bring up the word mood because that's the key factor. What I'm trying to get at is that we want to have exercise flipped on its head. It's not just something that's going to be difficult and uncomfortable. It's something that's going to make you feel better about yourself. That is, enhance your mood. That's my whole emphasis, enhancing your mood. That's why I created something that's called MEET, M-E-E-E-T, Mood Elevation Euphoric Exercise Training. So it's all about enhancing your mood or creating states of euphoria while exercising versus simply just putting in the time and the sweat, which can easily discourage a person. Now, if you shift a person's mood or perception about exercise and you get them to enjoy it, they're more likely to repeat it. In fact, I was talking to a trainer and he was saying we're asking him this is years ago, what's the best exercise? And he simply put, well, which one do you like to do the most? So again, it's all about what feels comfortable to you and what are you going to repeat, or be more likely to repeat. If you're more likely to repeat it because you enjoy it, then it's going to be, the odds are your exercise program will be extended. In other words, it will go on for more time, for months, etc., etc. And that's what we want. We want an extended exercise plan. We don't want something that's just going to be short-lived, because that's not going to get you anywhere. You want something that's comfortable and that you can repeat over and over and over through the months and through the years, in fact. If that happens, all the things you'd like to have change about your body are more likely actually to happen. That is, in terms of losing weight and overall conditioning, etc., etc. So again, the emphasis is about mood and what's going to help you affect your mood. So a simple thing like walking or running at a very slow pace on a treadmill while listening to music, something you really like, because music is actually engineered psychologically for us to lift our endorphin levels. So if you're running and listening to music at the same time, you're getting a double bang for your buck, and it's going to lift your endorphin levels. So that means after you finish, you get off that treadmill and cool down a little bit, the odds are you're going to feel that much better about yourself. Your mood is going to be lifted that much more. Now, when people's moods are lifted, they sleep better at night, their anxiety levels go down, or their stress levels go down, they feel less depressed. And every one of my clients who gets into an exercise program, and I've been doing this over 30 years, I've never heard anybody say, I've quit the exercise thing, it just makes me feel depressed. It's always the opposite. Everyone always feels very enchanted by the results of feeling less stressed, and their mood being elevated, and their sleep improving, etc., etc. So again, the trick is to flip things on their head and not to focus on the stress and the strain of the exercise, but to focus on how it makes you feel. And that's what I'm emphasizing, and I'm talking about that a little bit with you today so that you can think about it, and at some point, if you want, you can talk to me about it some more. We can strategize and figure out how we can create a program that's going to be effective for you. So again, think about exercise in a different way, and if you can, it's going to change your perception of it, and that's the key factor in starting to have a healthy exercise program versus one that's going to discourage you and make you feel like a failure. Again, anything that makes you feel like you're going to potentially fail, most likely going to stop, because we're wired for pleasure, and we're wired to avoid pain. So those are key elements there, something to keep in mind. So moderation helps a lot in perpetuating a person's repetition of exercise. Alrighty, so that was a little bit today about exercise and mood and some of our human frailties, which is our fear or our discomfort of failing, and how it can come into play regarding something which can be so wonderful and important to us like exercise. Alright, well, thank you for stopping by, and tune in for the next talk. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.